It's quite a shame you can't access Federation or Jericho before rank clearance 7. And you're quite close to it actually. You know what? You can go for the rank 1 ship that you have, the Hercules, slot it into random slot, whatever, and upgrade every mod to Mark 4. You will get 25 points for each upgrade, and it's the cheapest upgrade. Is your mic okay?
Yep, I'm trying not to sneeze that mic.
Okay.
I need to earn some more coin before I can do that, because I've done it with some of the others.
Okay, so no, don't go with that. Okay, I had a minor heart attack at that point. I thought you would spend all of your credits. Did you spend them?
Most of them when I brought the Phobos, because it was 1 point something mil.
Ah, yeah, you just bought the ship. How much do you have right now?
6,000.
6,000 only.
Yep.
Okay, let's make some cash. Let's go for a mission.
I'm gonna run probably one more game, and then I'm gonna head off because I'm gonna get some drink and stuff in me because I've not drunk too much today, and I really need to get some fluids in me. But during this week, while we're chilling out and stuff, I'm gonna pump some time into this game.
Sure. From
get
this
up
point,
to about clearance 7 or so.
Yeah, from this point on, I think that you can experiment with the ships, and you can try out different builds and weapons to your heart's content actually. And I think there's nothing more I can help you with information wise other than competitive stuff, but I doubt that you would be interested in that for the time being.
Yeah, I think I want to get a little bit bigger ships and a bit more powerful for that, I think.
Yeah, you need to build up your ships and your fleet. So you need to go for the fleet strength. It would grant you a lot of extra experience on everything that you do for every consecutive ship. So from the point of base stuff, I think you're covered. There should be nothing bothering you. I can only show you ships that you are not, well, you might be losing on them because you can't unlock them yet due to the clearance level. But I think that that's pretty much it. I can only show you ships right now that you could go for when you unlock the other factions.
Okay.
The only information that's left is for me to explain. Oh, there's AWAR guys. Okay, we can step it up like, I believe, let's go 7. Because of rank 7. Unless
Attention! Prepare for the attack. The enemy fleet is on its way. Good luck,
yeah, I
mercenaries.
think the other guy's gonna mess it up and just leave it at rank 1, level 1.
I think a Battle King in here.
Yeah, but the random guy picked level 1 on the mission, so there's nothing we can do about it.
Enemy ship destroyed. Enemy ship destroyed.
I always forget how much I enjoy this frigate.
I
This is,
found the Arsenal.
yeah, this is the best frigate in this rank range. It's so powerful, it even tops the endgame ships.
Major enemy forces incoming.
It's insanely tanky.
Ship destroyed.
One sucker down.
Enemy ship destroyed. Enemy ship destroyed.
So after this game, you're calling it a day, right?
Yes, I believe I am. So I definitely
Okay.
need to get some drink in me.
Okay, do you have like about 5 minutes more time so I can wrap my intro?
Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay. I think this would also cover the idea that I was talking with you, the Let's Play idea.
Yeah.
Warning. Danger.
So all of this was a nice
Enemy ship
experiment.
destroyed.
And it should help a lot of players that are not aware of a lot of things in this game, or people that don't even know this game exists. They should be able to picture at least how this game feels like to play and how to begin playing it.
Yeah, definitely. No, I would recommend, honestly. I mean, I really enjoy it. So I'd recommend anybody to play it, really. Even if it's just to test it, see how it is.
So what we did here is going to help a lot of people, and I'm gonna try and split it out.
Enemy ship destroyed.
On different videos on YouTube.
Yep.
In parts and everything. And just please remind me to send you that parody
Ship destroyed.
Yeah.
before I forget again.
Whoa. No.
Enemy ship destroyed.
Also, please don't forget to send me your logo
Enemy ship destroyed.
so I
Yep,
can
will
make
do.
the thumbnails and everything.
Yep. Get it over to you
So-
after this.
Everything is covered.
Yeah, so if you ever, like, if you need to catch any more footage or anything in another day, just let me know.
And the third object gone. Okay, watch me delete this guy. This is gonna be interesting. This is what you call active module combo. Okay. Hold on. No.
Danger.
I missed. Oh, come on.
I saw all the bullets go flying everywhere.
This is so embarrassing. I wanted to one-shot him.
Be on your toes, soldiers. The enemy is called for backup.
Okay, maybe I get another chance. Okay. Preparing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enemy ship destroyed.
Duck. This is not okay. I wanted to kill him. Aw man, I missed like twice. This didn't happen to me for at least a few years, and now it happens consecutively.
PvE insignia.
Oh yeah, you can use that to upgrade your stats for missions.
Okay.
So you get more volume, more damage, whatever you like.
Great fight,
Whatever you prefer, that is.
Congratulations.
Okay, so to wrap things up for the beginner info, we played quite a few games and spoke with about a lot of topics, and the rest that I think that I did not mention was, I believe, this roles and sub roles of ships here in this game. I mentioned before it was like there's interceptors, fighters, frigates, and destroyers. So from the smallest to the biggest. And in the Inceptor, Fighter, and Frigate area, you have 3 sub-roles. Each is pretty much dedicated to support, sabotage, and damage output. So in Inceptors, you would see recons being the support, covered ops being the DPS ships, and the ECM ships being the sabotage ships.
Okay.
For the fighters,
The ships.
you pretty much saw what the gunships do. They are basically DPS ships. There's command ships. They are support ships. They are the buffers. They give buffs on a really long range for everybody in the team. And the third one is the tackler. So they are the debuffers, so the other support ships, but how should I say? They are not as tanky as the other fighters. So the tanky role would go for the command ships because they have the diffusion shield. Even though they also give out buffs, their primary role is pretty much being a defensive type of a ship. So a tank, basically. So tank,
That's pretty cool.
support, and DPS.
So it's cool if you got a big enough team. So like when it comes to the dreadnought battles and stuff, you can really team comp it and really.
Oh, trust me, they are so layered, and there are so many tactics people employ these days. It's just interesting to see all those ideas come into play. Oh yeah,
I can't
and-
wait to get to that point.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention the guards and long-range frigates and engineers. So those are the frigates, sub-role frigates, sub-roles of the frigate role. And as I mentioned, the guards are the tanks, the engineers are the healers, and the long-range frigates are the DPS ships. So
Awesome.
if you like a specific size of a ship with specific characteristics, you can always opt for a support, debuff, buff, sabotage ship, you name it. There's crossover modules that allow you to have some abilities that are from other subclasses of ships, but that will be later on in the game. But basically that's it. So I think in layman's terms, how I described the sub-roles, it's like that basically. So every role has 3 sub-roles, each of them having the primary role in tank, buff, and DPS in some way or the other. As for the ships, I believe you would have to always keep in mind how the resistances work, and always keep in mind to have a stable energy cap. So you would always have to look into the stat sheet of your ship and look into afterburner energy usage, for instance. If it's in my case it's 196 energy per second, but my max energy regen is 171, so my energy cap is not stable, for instance, which can lead to a lot of trouble. You can't activate a specific active mod when you need it because you're out of energy, and that equals death in most cases. And as for the as for the resistances, you need to know that uh, having too many points does not equal having an equal amount of percentage in resistances. So I don't know why they put points, but I think it's a reference point where it clearly shows how the resistances scale. So after a specific, how should I say, after stacking too many points, it just falls off. You don't get the same amount of damage reduction for every next set of points as you build the ship. If you catch my drift, there's a fall off in points versus percentages in the resistances. So you can clearly test that out when stacking like 3 damage resistance mods of what any kind. If you stack them in let's say hull, if you stack kinetic resistance like 3 modules at the same time, you will see that even though you have 3 modules to set, you won't go beyond 75 or so percent of damage reduction. That's like the top. It really falls down after like 100 points or so.
It's crazy how simplistic the game looks, like over top, but once you get into it, it's how in depth you can go with ship builds and team comps and everything. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and you can see that in tournaments that are designated from rank 7 to 9. Just seeing like the power of the Archelon, rank 7 frigate. There's a lot of powerful ships in the rank 7 to 9 area. You wouldn't believe how powerful they are. And you can see the power of those ships in tournaments that are designated only for those ranks, so everybody can participate in them.
That's pretty awesome.
What else is there? So always keep an eye out for the resistances. Try to have as much damage reduction as you can. The rule of thumb is to have damage reduction on every damage type. So 100 points is like the most resistance points you should go for. Beyond that, you should go for more volume, like more shield volume or hull volume, depending of which you are buffing. Like I said, the energy cap is important. If you're playing a fast build, you should always keep an eye out on the stats and maneuverability area, like afterburners, roll, pitch, strafe, acceleration, speed, reverse speed is not important, but all the other stats are important. So that's as generic as I can go with the pointers for any beginner.
I love it once I get, looks like I'm going to spend a bit of time, get my clearance level a bit higher, hopefully get into some of those bigger ships and stuff like that, and then we can hopefully delve into a bit more
So the way you can increase the
combat style.
The way you can increase the clearance is doing those achievements. Some are easy to do. You can check them out on your profile. You can upgrade your modules to Mark IV. Don't sell ships, don't sell modules because you will always need them, and you need the ships for that extra bonus of experience. So every maxed out ship gets you extra experience, 1% extra experience. So if you have 50 ships maxed out, you would have like instantly 50 percent more experience for each ship after that.
Okay.
So basically do the achievements, upgrade modules, finish up ships, max them out. Remember to strip them down and reuse the modules, especially the multi-purpose modules, which are the ones that heal you and buff you and are not specific to a sub-role of ships. They can be used across more sub-roles. So you can use, for instance, the shield booster kit or the repair kit. For instance, I'm using Archelon, so I can use these mods on all of the other types of frigates out there in that rank range. So that way you can save up a lot of credits.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be farming out some on this.
So
Get the clearance higher, get the coins higher.
So basically what you have left is I would only suggest you to try every possible ship you have available for you and max them out till rank 6. So every ship you have right now up until rank 6, just upgrade the mods and upgrade the ships as much as you can until you unlock the clearance to unlock the other factions. You should have a lot of fun with Federation and Jericho. Mostly because Federation has this nice speed buff and Jericho has a lot of shields to spare. So that should be an interesting mechanic for you to test out.
Awesome.
Stay away from Iridium ships.
Right, okay.
It's a pit you won't ever fill.
Right.
That's end the game content basically.
I see.
Do you have time for me to show you the cool ships that I wasn't able to show you yesterday?
Yeah, I've got a few minutes.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. So let's meet up in Iridium. And we can talk there at the same time.
Yep.
I'm right under you.
What the hell? That is...
That's a space shuttle.
Yeah. What the hell? Is that our world in the future? Right there. Whoop, boink.
Watch the engines.
That's pretty cool.
Cool as hell. Now, do you want to look at it closely or should I go for the next ship?
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in, see around it.
Okay, let me just park the ship real quick. Okay.
That's pretty crazy. I like that.
It's one of the craziest ideas in this game so far.
That's pretty cool. What you got next?
Now, the next one is gonna be even crazier.
Right, okay.
You are going to flip when I show you this.
What is that? Is that? The hell?
This one
That is
is
sick.
my favorite.
That is pretty awesome.
You know what's even more awesome?
So,
Just take a look around the ship and take a look at the engines actually. How cool they are. They are so deep into
they're
the...
pretty cool.
Okay, so step a little bit either to the left or right, but look at the ship from above.
Yep.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Here it goes.
The hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Crazy, right?
It turns like a miniature one of itself. Nuts.
So this is like one of the most unique ships in the game. Also,
That's nice.
whatever weapon you slot onto the big ship, you gotta get on this small ship.
Really?
Yeah. So you're flying an interceptor with guns from a frigate.
That's just nuts. That's crazy.
Try to step a bit away, and this is the animation when you call the big part back to you.
No, that's sick. That is awesome.
I think this is the most awesome ship ever.
Yeah, that is pretty freaking awesome. I really like that.
So that's one of the ships that I wanted to show you. Now there's a few more. I don't know how much time you have, but I have to show it to you. So this is called Pelham, and it's a ship in rank 3 of Jericho. I call it the little Lambo because of the glass in the front. It's like a V8 in the middle of the ship.
That's awesome. Looks like something out of Warhammer.
Also, I have this
Oh, look
animated.
at that engine.
I also have this animated skin on it.
That looks dope. See the engine and everything. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's crazy. Whoop. Yeah, it looks like I can't remember. It's like Dark Elves or something. Warhammer that I used to play like back in the day. It looks like the shape of it looks something like that.
Okay, next ship. This is gonna be awesome.